All right, guys, let's start with the trading sessions. Um, this is really important for you guys because this will help you build your schedule and understand where volume comes in and when it's a good time to trade and when it's not a good time to trade. So, what are trading sessions? The market opens 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, but not all good times to trade. The market is divided into sessions, and those sessions are known as Sydney, Tokyo, London, and New York. And those sessions overlap. Not all of them, but some of them overlap, and that's when the most volatility comes. And that's pretty much where most of the traders step in because they want to make a lot of money. So, Sydney and Tokyo sessions, I don't like trading at the early Sydney sessions, and I don't usually use or call it Sydney. I usually use Tokyo, which is 7 to 4 a.m. And as you can see here, Sydney opens for 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. But when Sydney opens, there's not a lot of volume coming in. The volume comes when Tokyo also open and pretty much overlap with Sydney. But a lot of traders don't use these names to call the session, so we usually just call it Tokyo. So on our signals that we use on Telegram, we send the trades around 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for early Tokyo, and for late Tokyo, it's 11:30 to 1 p.m. I usually send a trade around this time for late Tokyo to get prepared for London. There's a lot of volume lately coming around this time, and I start liking to trade around this time as well. So this session in general is not as volatile as New York as other sessions, but it's a good trade for traders that they like to trade gold and they cannot trade during New York because they are work or they have a 9 to 5 job. So let's go to London. This is my favorite sessions, all of them. Um, this is a session that starts at 3 a.m. all the way to 11 a.m. This session usually comes with a lot of volume and it does not have a lot of strip liquidity, so it does not have a lot of retracement. So it's pretty much stay consistent, coming one direction, or if it's going down, it stay going down in one direction until New York comes at 8 a.m. But usually send the trade around these times, a little early. I call it like my pre-signal for London, so you get send around 1:30, which is still like Tokyo, but in my in my buyers, I'm letting the trade run through London, so it's my London session. So that's why I say a lot on my Telegram. Get ready for London, and you see a signal get coming in around 1:30. So London, 2:30 a.m. We usually close the trade around this time, or send a trade if you haven't sent it. I want something. We send a trade around 2 3 a.m. And we actually send a trade around late London too. I'm usually sleeping during this time, but if I didn't send a trade during this time or I wake up early because I have to do stuff, I usually trade this late trade during London. Like I say, this is we bring a lot of volume, a lot of like, it's a clean structure. It's not like a lot of retracements, a lot of discounts. People keep pushing the market during um, towards one direction during this trading section here. So we got the most trader trading session that all of them, which is New York. We got New York opening at 8 a.m., closing at 5 p.m. As you guys have an understanding, this is the time when when banks usually start opening, start getting ready for placing orders in the market. Wall Street, we got stock market opening at 9:30 a.m. We brings a lot of volume as well. And we usually send a trade around 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. I'll try to send the trade before 9:30 a.m. because I don't like how the stock market opens. Usually push the market a little down usually, and if you're up like 3,000, it can bring you down all the way to even break even. So I like to get out of the trade, and if I see the after 9:30 the market start creating a clean structure, I'll get back in the trade. But yeah, or I'll just wait after 9:30 and send the trade after 9:45 or even 10 a.m. And I start liking this section a lot. The late New Year signal, which is I send that signal, or I place that train signal myself around 2:30, 2 p.m. Markets start dropping a little bit after New Year send it to one direction. After early New Year send it to one direction. Usually come late New Year come with a little bit of retracement that I like to hop in as well. And we got the overlap sessions from we got the most volatility, like I was saying, is from this session 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's called a New Year session, and is overlapping the late New London session. And we also got the volume for stock market, which is a lot of volume, a lot of volatility during this time. And we got Tokyo and London. This is a time that I like to trade a lot too. And during this time, we don't see a lot of swap liquidity grabs, a lot of crazy moving as it happened during New Year. And I want to show you guys. I'm not gonna go really deep into the chart because I'm leaving this for phase two. But this is an indicator that you guys can see. You can take it off here. This indicator, it's pretty much I put it clean for you guys, and this is what I use to understand when I'm a little bit lost on what there's a movement, etc. You guys can see here, this is New York, this is London, this is Tokyo, this is back New York again. I don't have Sydney because, like I said, I don't use it to call it. This is Sydney over here. Like I say, we don't trade during these times, and um and I also don't trade after 4 p.m. So I close my you see here, I close it at 3 p.m. That's pretty much off the last time that I'm trading. So you can see here, when during London and New York, you can see a lot of volatility here. You guys can see here during London, you can see the market start pushing the market down. It was consolidating, you know, during late London here. You can see when it started overlapping, market pushed down, consolidating again. Here volatility, London and Tokyo here push the market up. So as you guys can see here, I don't want to go too much detail because we're gonna be here for like 10 to 15 minutes only in trading sessions. But you can understand a little bit how the market move during the times, and you can see in the bottom here the hour, the time. See 11 p.m. It goes to late London. This is early London. Sorry, yeah, late London. You got New York here with volatility. You got New York here again with volatility. Late New York, like I was saying, the market retrace. Late New York, you can see here, market start retracing a little early on late New York. But as you guys can see, this is pretty much how to read trading sessions, and this will help you understand your scheduling, how to be your scheduling. And like I say, if I send 20 signals on Telegram a week, that's a lot of signals. Only with 5 or 6, you should be good for your week. All right, that's it for this video, guys.